We welcome you back to the Stabler Arena here on Lehigh University's campus. Shel Siegel and Larry Sheridan bringing you the action. Marv Walenzik unable to be with us this evening as we prepare to go at 167, the number 6 wrestler in the country today. On the mat will be Mike Farrell from Usco, Minnesota, a junior. And Solomon Fleckman has the unenviable task of having to move up from 58 to 67 here and wrestle one of the top men in the country. First time this season Fleckman's been at 167.
Okay, fellas, shake hands. Good luck.
Farrell here. Grabs the left leg.
Bing. Hey, Lehigh, face
right
this
leg
way.
and bang, and down he goes. I won't admit this to many people, Shel, but only those who are listening. But my grandfather was a Farrell. I'm going to find out somehow how did this Farrell get out of Lehigh? Didn't come to Lehigh. My mother's maiden name was Farrell, so I'll have to check to see how a Farrell escaped.
Solomon Fleckman for Lehigh is 12-6-2 in his first season here, having his first match at 167. Mike Farrell has won 26 out of 33 this year. You know, Larry, you look down the roster of this Oklahoma State team, number 1 in the country, and there's only 1 senior in the roster. I mean, number 1 and there's only 1 senior.
Well, there's my last drink on the house, Shel.
Well, Ron Tico, as you know, reminded you of that at the Lehigh University dinner a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And you do owe 3,116 people a drink.
He's putting the pressure on Fleckman, and Fleckman giving a little moan session down there. Well, I enjoyed the talk that Don Saenga gave on heavyweights I have met, and we pay tribute to one heavyweight that we all knew.
Okay, Lehigh down. Here we go.
We recognize the loss of Sam Macri, but I also
stayed on.
Glad to know that Al Marushak is in good health, and he was a former heavyweight wrestler, now living in Bethlehem. Big Al. He's in good shape. In fact, maybe we'll sneak him in here tonight if we need him.
Mike Farrell has been in command ever since the opening 10 seconds when he took Fleckman down. Now Fleckman gets the escape. Trails 2-1.
Leading that right foot again, and I think Farrell says,
"Come here."
Yes, that's right. It's like teasing a dog with a bone.
Give me that leg.
There it is. He says, "You want to lead? I'll take it. Thank you." And that's what happens.
Now someone has a responsibility to point that out to Solomon. You going to do that, Larry, at the end of this match?
Nope. Nope, not even to his father. Maybe he watches the replay, you can see that. It's okay to lead, but you got to have a good protection system to guard against a rangy wrestler like Farrell is.
Okay, Lehigh gets set.
And if it's usually his attack side, he'll come in off that leg side.
Crowd of about 2,000, a little more maybe, this evening.
15 seconds.
Glad to see Lee Barthold make it tonight. He wasn't dancing at Saucon, at least this weekend. Bill Fulmer, former national champion, Ben Bishop, and his wife are here. As the period concludes.
Okay, stage choice. Bottom.
Farrell's amassed 2 minutes and 21 seconds time advantage in that 3-minute first period.
4-1, period 2. Lehigh on top. State, take your position.
14-10 lead for
Lehigh on.
Oklahoma State at the moment over Lehigh here at 167. 4-1 lead for the number 6 wrestler in the country, Mike Farrell, as the Cowboys look to continue the number 1 ranking that they've enjoyed this season. They are #1 in both the Amateur Wrestling poll and the Coaches Association poll.
Of course, we always know when the amateur wrestling news come out, it is slanted to the Oklahoma teams. I've always said that. But they can't possibly give Oklahoma State the #1 ranking right now. It will probably go, it's pretty hard to determine. Penn State, for instance, as I said, has beaten Oklahoma State.
You get it?
They beat Iowa.
Hold it. Hold it.
But we were trying to figure out who they lost to, and we finally figured out Penn State lost to Oklahoma University. They lost to Wisconsin, who Lehigh beat. That was quite an upset. That's my famous drink night. They lost to Iowa State, and they lost to North Carolina State. Those are the 4 schools that Penn State has lost to, so they can't slip them in as #1. So I think this year the title #1 is, from a dual meet standpoint, should end up a tie among 3 schools. Arizona State,
still up, neutral.
Possibly Iowa and Arizona State. It just may be like those 3, but when it comes to the Nationals, we'll figure it out. It's 5-1 the score, 55 seconds left. Mike Farrell having an easy task of it so far, as Fleckman is experiencing 167 for the first time this year.
In the middle. 45 seconds.
Frank is part of the assistant
circle.
Coaching staff.
Frankie Bresix, Lehigh, class of '81. Good scrappy wrestler for Lehigh. He and Peter Yazzo are the graduate assistant coaches for Lehigh University.
Still up.
5-1 lead. Mike Farrell well in command here over Solomon Fleckman thus far. Better than 2 minutes riding time, leads 5-1. The Cowboys lead Lehigh 14-10 here at 167 as Fleckman moves up a weight.
Move in, move in, move in.
He's still got that right leg out, and it's been grabbed a couple times by Mike Farrell.
Got to make an offensive move off that standing position.
Dr. Likens and Pat.
He needs more than a takedown. Got to really drop in and grab something instead of locking up on the shoulders. This guy's too good to tie up at that position right there.
Period ends, 5-1 lead.
Lehigh. Bottom. Okay, 5-1, period 3.
Third period.
Riding time. Okay, top man on.
Fleckman out of Merritt Island, Florida.
1.
I didn't find Merritt Island when I was down there, Shell, but I enjoyed myself in great weather.
Okay, Larry, I'll ask you, how was your golf?
Go in the center. Move in.
Well,
Larry?
Let's put it this way. You and Marvin are in trouble.
Go in the center circle. Move in.
I played 4 times, didn't 3-putt once, and missed 2 fairways out of about, I'd say, 60 tee shots. I missed 2 fairways, so not bad, not bad. Averaged about 81 for 4 rounds, so come July it'll be 90. There's Fleckman off balance, is shrugged around, no takedown, comes to either wrestler. Fleckman down 5-2, and the time advantage definitely is in favor of Mike Farrell of Oklahoma State Cowboy.
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute to rest.
Farrell defeated Mark Sidoric of Penn State 9-3. Penn State only won 4 batches. It was 5 wins for Oklahoma, 4 for Penn State, and 1 draw. But the key was Penn State had 2 pins. Martin got a pin at 26, and Whitman got a pin at 50.
Restart, still up.
And the heavyweight battle was a draw. Local talent in that. Andy Voigt was the only wrestler out of Deriff. He beat Jim Gill, who's coming up 190, 13-4, and gave Penn State that extra point, Shell. When you think about it, Andy Voigt winning 13-4. All these little things add up at the end. Fleckman's still clawing up at the shoulder level, and not with a heavier man. It doesn't do much from that area.
15 seconds.
Restart, break.
Period about to
10 to go.
conclude. Fleckman trailing effectively now 6-2 with the riding time added in.
Not getting too much from there. Oklahoma wrestler content to ride it out.
The period will conclude. No points at the end.
Nothing there.
A 6-2 victory for Mike Farrell, the number 6 wrestler in the country, at 167 over Solomon Fleckman. Loses his first outing at this weight class. Oklahoma State 3 points on the board, and the Cowboys move out ahead of Lehigh now, 17-10.